Investigators say mounting problems in the state's correctional system boiled over with the Tecumseh prison riot this spring. Today, lawmakers hurled tough questions at the man in charge of prisons. Senior reporter Jake Wazakowski spent the day in Lincoln and brings us the latest.
The three-day hearing hits one of its peaks this afternoon as the Department of Corrections director speaks on a number of shortfalls that have taken place since he's been in command. The special committee heard the state's ombudsman report on the May 10th riot at the Tecumseh prison. It includes that it started because of a peaceful protest since staff took away inmate privileges that spiraled out of control, leaving 2 inmates dead. Surveillance catches an understaffed crew and mismanagement, according to the ombudsman. But Director Scott Frakes called it a disturbance more than a riot and says they've restored order and are addressing staffing issues.
We're going to bring the facility back to where it needs to be, and then we're going to move it forward and turn it into the prison that it can be.
Senators questioned a number of procedural issues, including overcrowding, the 1/3 of inmates in restrictive housing, staff overtime, and continued miscommunication between inmates and guards.
People made mistakes. Work wasn't done as well as it should have. The check and balance process wasn't what it needed to be.
Senator Ernie Chambers went after Frakes' knowledge of the lethal injection drug questionably purchased from overseas. Chambers wanted to know if Frakes knew the drugs were questionable before buying them and why the state paid $26,000 up front to what Chambers called a drug-dealing middleman. Frakes said they paid fair market value.
And he determined the market value because he was the only market from which you could purchase the drugs. Isn't that true?
Yes.
And if I wanted to buy heroin on the street, I would pay whatever the drug dealer charged me if I wanted that heroin, wouldn't I?
Never bought heroin.
The Department of Corrections Special Investigative Committee hearing is scheduled to continue tomorrow here at the state capitol. Reporting from Lincoln, Jake Wazakowski, KMTV Action 3 News.
A downtown